little bit of spice into The Sims 4, and that's exactly what these save files are gonna do for you. The Sims 4 has been out for almost 10 years now, and every single time you hit that new save button, you get transported all the way back to 2014. It's all the same families, it's all the same faces, it's all the same lack of drama. But I, of course, asked you lot for your favorite save files, the brainworms that you cannot stop thinking about when it comes to The Sims 4. Thank you all so much for getting back to me, and today I am going to be highlighting some of your very favorites. If you don't know what a Sims 4 save file is, these are basically a customized save that players actually create and then upload to the internet. You can download those saves and you can transfer them into your save file in your Sims 4 folder. When you download them, a lot of them have instructions of how to do that. And then once you boot up The Sims 4, you will see it in your load games list, and then you can start playing. Now, DK man, I'm not coming for you, okay? But I was planning on doing this save file years and years and years ago. I made the mistake of, when you are doing a project, announcing it too soon, and then I lost all steam on it. I got really, really overwhelmed, and I never actually finished it, nor did I upload it. But this is basically the idea of what I wanted to do as a save file. I'm currently making one where townies don't have randomized hot and cold weather fits, but this is the Maxis Fixed Lore save file. It takes all the issues that we have with the Sims 4 characters. I'm glad that they've used the Lotharios. Whoa, okay, no, these are independent ladies who do not need to take Mr. Lothario's name. I'm glad that they used the Calientes as an example, because they are definitely the family that probably suffers the most from this. DK Man over on Mod The Sims has basically added the relationships that the family story tells you that they should have, but don't. Soz Jessie, I am absolutely becoming a whore for lore right now, because I need to check out the Calientes. I need to see what is going on. That's how it should be. So they still do tend to have still the base game relationship of like friendship. However, he is actually lovebirds with Katrina. So hasn't actually asked her to be his girlfriend. They are not official, but then obviously he does also have a romance with Dina and also a romance with Nina. However, she's the only one that he actually has good compatibility with. So many of these save files are just saying justice for so-and-so Sim. So we're actually gonna go check out Johnny Zest. I just have a feeling that they're gonna do a Landgrab and Johnny Zest overhaul this year. He actually dislikes Jeffrey. This is the one I disagree with. They have a distant relationship. I always see Jeffrey as a supportive father. Where is my justice for Jeffrey? This man does not deserve to be dragged down by his wife's name, but he is actually classified as his father, which honestly, I don't know if that's legitimate. She is listed as our mother. They have a difficult dynamic, and then even if we go to his family tree, you can see that he is also brothers with Malcolm, and the family tree is intact. He's no longer on his lonesome. Can we get a moment of silence for this historic occasion? If you actually hop over to other households, they've downloaded a bunch of Maxis created Sims, whether they've been in teasers, trailers, they've been uploaded to their gallery over the years. I know Malpractice, they're like dancing sexy nurses in scrubs. They all exist in managed households. Like, there are some iconic Sims. A lot of the comments told me that I should check out Fleuralia's. I love how many of these save files don't use Journey to Batu. Exquisite behavior. I feel like a lot of them go up to San Sequoia. We obviously got 3 brand new expansion packs last year, so it's kind of really hard to get all of those new lots and also all of the families and fill all those worlds out. But they have set sim characteristics, they have conversation topic preferences that obviously also came with growing together. All of the lots have been complete new builds. Townies have had makeovers. They've added new families. Loads of community lots. I'm excited excited about this one. I love when I load up my Sims 4 and it feels like a brand new game. Obviously looks different. However, there are still like a couple of starter homes. They have also filled it out with some of their own families, also added in new community lots. Now, you absolutely know, if you watch my channel within any capacity, I absolutely love community lots. I love taking my Sims out of their house. I love exploring the world with them and inviting different Sims over. So there is actually a club, a restaurant here. It's James Turner, formerly known as the Sim Supply. Violet and Theo moved to San Sequoia after their family grew out of their small flat in San Myshuno. With the arrival of their latest sprout, I love a worm nugget, Carl. I love a worm nugget called Carl even more, which led to Lily moving to the room above the garage, but Lily can't be bothered about that. The silence is like music to her ears. I despise red in like furnishings. This isn't the worst that I've ever seen, to be fair. That's not a call out post. Like, I genuinely just do not like red. Is this actually usable? This is probably the specific like use case for this, but I actually don't think it is because of the chairs. I imagine if you remove these chairs, you could probably use it. Where's the one above the garage? Oh my god, she's got like her own little annex. This is sick. Oh, they carried the red on over here as well. Also, love that there's a car, even though we don't have them. Oh, fake garage. Love of Sims 4 players' lives. The moss ball is called Lady. Absolutely love that. What a sick little home. You know what? I like this type of build. I feel like this is kind of how I personally build, and I know that one of you said this about Fleur Save. Like, it's not overcrowded, it's not over decorated, but it still has enough decoration to actually like feel as if it's showing off your Sims personalities, but it's still very usable from a gameplay perspective. The old Salt House has become a nightclub in of itself. We have, nope, not gonna be talking about that. We are boycotting Myshuno Meadows. Ooh, I love the look of the park. So has kept like a lot of the EA stuff, but I think has actually like made it their own. It still has like the element of what the City Living one has. Look at how many easels there are. I swear this room in the original, to be fair, I don't use this very often, but it has like one over here and then one over here. Like, it only has two. This is fully looking like an art gallery. Base game worlds are just such a shocker to me when I check out save files, because everything is so like brand new and like filled, and I'm like, what is this? I am used to the grayscale map of the Sims 4 base game. No way, is this Marcus Flex? Has he moved out and started a family? After a vacation in Windenburg, Bianca and Marcus fell in love and now married and living together. Will Marcus be fine with the slow suburban life and two little girls running around the house, or will he get homesick and move back to the bustling center of Windenburg? Is their love strong enough to survive? SJW era? Love that for you, Marcus. No sentiments, unfortunately. They are close and they are soulmates, also co-workers. He is a changed man through and through. He is only acquaintances with his girlies though. Maybe not as much as a girl dad as I once thought. Do keep in mind though, obviously with the introduction of like nightclubs and also different community lots, this isn't kind of base game friendly. If you do only have a base game, obviously it uses an awful lot of the packs, and there is different venues. So this, for example, is a cathedral, which is actually classed as a wedding venue. This was another one that was absolutely a fan favorite from last year's video. This is Dizzy Isy's Save File version 6. Again, this is updated up until growing together and the brewing tensions caused by the gentrification of San Sequoia. That is a word that I cannot pronounce. Whose side are you on? The Goths or Captain Crankbait? Just from that name, I am fully here for Captain Crankbait. Also, the Goths, oh my god, bisexual panic, they look so hot. 202 custom clubs and icons, which to be fair, you do need Zerbo's more club icons, which I do not have. Honestly, I would die for him, Your Honor. He just got even better, not only because his name is Crankbait, but he has a hungry cowplant in the back. Why do I suspect that this man is plotting to murder the Goths? Honestly, if I keep this in my game, which I'm probably am likely to, because I too also like those details that Izzy seems to enjoy, I will actually actually go back and add those mods in so that I can make the most out of this save file. I can tell this is gonna be good from how long it's taking to load. Why is that flashing so much? It's like, pay attention to me. You're a frog. I'm a lesbian. I was already paying attention to you. As an ex-member of San Myshuno's glitterati. This is Cassandra. He looks exactly like your father. Cassandra, no, girly. Oh, we went from last year's video of Cassandra being an LGBT icon to marrying someone who looks exactly like her dad. Cassandra chose the peaceful town of San Sequoia to raise her twins. She immediately saw an opportunity to reinvigorate the place and bought the most prestigious lot to build a home that would not only offer style and comfort, but also incorporate period features and fine antiques. I was about to call her a gentrificationer, but I guess I can let her slide with the antiques. Slowly, the town has become more glossy and refined with the goth effect. Never mind, I take it back. She is. Cassandra said, I will make an enemy today, and it's gonna be the old fisherman. I guess we can see why he named his dog Salty. Ooh, I love this like glass extension that we've got going on over here. It's enough achievements. Oh my god, look at her dressing room. That is so sick. She is a serious musician. Her husband is a criminal. Of course he is. Nobody is disputing that San Sequoia was beautiful before, but it was in dire need of a renewal. Old decaying fishing huts and rundown community areas have been completely revamped, and we have ambitions to do more. Maybe that old shack, they're trying to kick him off his property. Calm down, Katy Perry. Alien hunters, sick. Walk the trails, are we there? Yeah, asteroid adventurers. Bad dad? Messed up your relationship or children? Been labeled as bad dad? This is the place for you? All the shots chicks. When a woman is empowered, women are empowered. Yes, 2023 year of Barbie Renaissance tour and also the Eras tour. He's part of Save Our Homes. Despised enemies, but they have amazing compatibility. I reckon you can make these two learn to see eye to eye. He also has a festering grudge. Emerande, the guardian of the shadow, hates her sister, the infamous mistress of Reet, and has been trying her best to destroy her, so she and she alone can have all the power that comes with their ancient bloodline. Stroud became so irritated with their antics, he banished them from living in Forgotten Hollow to mend their relationship. They're having to try their best to blend into their tiny nook of Windenburg, but the locals are catching on. I wonder why. Oh, Izzy really said, I am over the townies of EA, actually. Let me just kick them out. This family are popular faces around town. Everyone just seems to like them. They stand with Crankbait and the old guard on the recent debate of neighborhood changes. That being said, family tensions are rising as Margarita's second daughter, Cassie, has just moved back in and she thinks all the changes to San Sequoia are fab. I'm kind of loving the color scheming of these families. Miss Imogen Ivybell is the owner of Bridal Bliss Boutique. She caters for all bridal tastes, from timeless elegance to minimalist urban chic, as well as those looking to break out of the mold with a free-spirited and romantic style. However, each new bride that leaves with the dress of her dreams is a sad reminder of her unmarried status. Who is Carducci? Where are they? I love when save file families are intertwined with each other. I've moved back home with their fancy wives from the city. They want to set up a wedding venue in their parents' backyard, as quaint and cute weddings are so in right now. I'm having her break them up, I don't care. Always the bridal gown seller, never the bride. Well played, Dizzy Izzy. I feel like this save file has my whole ass heart. I'm so happy to be talking about Lost in Sophies because I absolutely adore Soph. She is incredible. Actually, she is working on a version 3 of this, but I love everything that Soph touches. I just know that this is going to be gold. Townie makeovers, jobs, skills, and relationships, new townie families, builds encompassing all lot types, and DLCs, not Journey to Batu though, to make them more exciting and expansive. Honestly, all I needed to see of Soph's save file was a build of Judith Ward's house, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Just like, how stunning. I'm sorry. One of the families I'm always so interested in when it comes to save files is the Pleasant household, and oh my goodness, Sophie has added back in the parents. appearance. I also feel like Soph is another builder who really understands that like gameplay is definitely important and like how things actually work. So I'm going to assume that this is Angela's. Obviously there's like painting, it's very like pastel like her. I was about to say Daniel, not to side eye, but this is Lilith's room. She has level 3 photography, also into mischief. I love the use of the computer on one side and then the TV on the other. That's actually kind of sick. And then she's got her like photography up on the walls. Little details that make your sim feel like a well-rounded person, but also such a usable space. Not the closest with Daniel. She is really close with Angela and not so much with Lilith. However, very good friends. They are co-workers. They're also in Business Women. So the maid actually isn't in this save. That's okay. He is apparently friends with Tim. They are, again, co-workers. I love how Soph has put the effort in to actually, like, make them friends with their co-workers. Gold chain on Don is absolute perfection. That suits him so much. Literally everyone putting their whole plumbussy into the club system. Actresses Alto Limited, owned by Nick Alto, Alto Accountants Limited, are a collection of the most prominent business owners and up-and-coming entrepreneurs. Bob Ross Club, good vampires only, no plasma here. When only child Don isn't thinking about dating, he's sleeping or working out. His parents, Niccolo and Adriana, just want him to settle down and give them grandkids already. Will Don find the one to finally make the commitment to? How many hearts will he break in the process? So he actually isn't living with Nina and Dina yet. Oh, their Sims 2 mum is back in the game. Well, technically not, because she is their late mother, but that's so sweet. Serial romantic Nina is involved with next door neighbor Don Lothario, as well as various other flings, who Dina is also involved with without either sisters knowing. In Johnny we support. Oh my word, this is so cool. Are you kidding me? It's like a shipping container one. I am thoroughly obsessed. Polly likes to daydream about becoming a famous country singer, but in reality, she's a down-home southern girl. From sunup to sunset, you'll find her in the great outdoors, typically with a fishing rod in hand. Oh, well, hello there, Noah. Bold and dynamic. Noah is all about using photography and film to evoke emotion and get people talking. Both on and off set, he's happiest when he's calling the shots or making people laugh. He will admit that he's maybe a little too obsessed with his Instagram followers, and they've certainly helped expand his career. Witty, confident, and motivated by success. Anthony, raised by Salvadorian parents and their love for art and adventure, Anthony is ready to embark on a new journey and is driven to acquire a name for himself by pursuing his two passions, fitness and art. I'd be the girl next door for him any day. This one is a really, really cool concept. This is the Fishy Save, and this is actually a completely base game. So even if you only have base game, obviously it's free for people to play now. So you can just go grab it for absolutely nothing. And then if you are playing on PC or Mac, you can drag this save file into your save folder and boom, you have a fully formed, like, brand new game waiting for you. I know this is feedback that I heard on last year's video. Obviously, these are kind of like already made. So of course you can like kick people out, but then a lot of the time if you do evict a sim, a lot of these houses already have stuff that make it feel very lived in. A lot of them aren't very like starter friendly. However, I do see a newbie household, I see a broke household, so obviously they are taking inspiration from my favorite game, The Sims 2, and also Sims 1. So I definitely feel like there are starter homes available, and there is also the free real estate cheat. So it's not the end of the world if you can't like afford it from the get-go. It also includes a cemetery, which we don't officially have in The Sims 4, but we used to have them in The Sims 3, and that looks like a Sims 3 one. Very excited to check that out. New traits, skills, stories for all Maxis families. Justice for Liberty Lee, yes, and every sim whitewash. Complete family trees for iconic Maxis families. This is mind-blowing. So much thought has gone into this. Also, I'm so glad that you talked about your husband, Chaz McFreely. I connect with that on a spiritual level. This one feels reminiscent of The Sims 2 for me for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the buildings, maybe even like Sims 1. The Goths founded the town of Willow Creek and hold themselves proud of their heritage. Gunther is a successful businessman, whilst Cornelia enjoys being the leader of the Sim City Bridge Society. But then you do have like the Sims 4 townies mixed in with this lot, which is quite fun. Just who are Bob and Eliza Pancakes? I ask myself that same question every day. How did two vastly different Sims get into a relationship, and how did they become close enough to have a child? Rumors say that they had a child to save their marriage, but is that really the truth? Just what do Bob and Eliza really feel about each other? And most importantly, why is Eliza hated so much by everyone? Okay, call me out, Fishy. Could it be because of what's hidden in her basement? Well, now I just have to go in and see what's hidden in her basement, don't I? Spoilers ahead. Oh, stop it. I absolutely hate this house. Not that I hate the way that it's done. Like, I think that it matches the pancakes well, but like, what is going on there? Those were choices, Eliza. She has been spying on everyone. There's a photo of Dennis Kim. There's a photo of Liberty Lee and Travis. Oh my god! Eliza! Whose slippers are those? She has a graveyard, serial stalker, and even worse, with the cow plan. She has just left all of her evidence there for me to find. Hidden behind a bush. A classic. Wouldn't have called Eliza as a bush lover. Actually, yeah, I would. 100% I would. I just want to find my man, Chaz McFreely, and then I can be happy in life. I can go on with my day knowing that I fulfilled my dream. The origins of Dustin. Brandy and Skip had a whirlwind romance, but now Brandy doesn't know if she was ready to have such a large family. Alright, calm down, you got 2 kids. Might be because I'm from a family of 7 children, but like, chill. With Dustin acting out, will Brandy and Skip be able to raise Bo to be the perfect son, or will the pressure ruin his chances of success? They are in a relationship together. Also despises Lilith. Bob Newbie, my love. Just who are Cersei and Loki Beaker? Do they keep people captive for their experiments? Are their children clones? Does Nervous have a clone? Why did the Beakers kidnap a garbage man? Is that in The Sims 2? Does Cersei have an unhealthy obsession with coat hangers? And most importantly, could she be cheating on Loki with a certain cow cult leader or two? Landgrab Mansion has been restored. I still want my Sims to come back on the Switch so badly. Chaz is in with the BFF household. Liberty, Travis, Summer, and Chaz have lived together ever since boarding school. How did these unlikely friends form such a tight bond? And more importantly, will their crushes on each other bring them together or tear them apart? Whoa, sorry Chaz, I did not mean to barge in on you looking like that. I feel like I just ruined my own childhood. He has what looks to be a little crush on Liberty. Also has a little crush on Summer, but then him and Chaz are also lovebirds, best friends, and have good compatibility. I'm sorry, I'm here fully for Chaz. I'm here for all of them being together. Excuse me, why do you all have single beds? Why are you all in denial? Of course, he has a statue of himself by his bed. Now, this is a save file that I might not be doing enough justice of in this video. This is another one that requires quite a few mods. However, I don't particularly trust my Sims with functional poles in the strip clubs. Bob Pancakes will absolutely be swirling around that pole. And I know that majority of you who watch my channel will have no complaints about that, but I kind of want to check it out all of the same. This is by florwalsims, and it is the Portsim Save File. Oh my word, this already looks sick. Okay, the greenery. Olive Branch Cemetery. Honestly, so many of you have gone on about how much you want to see cemeteries in The Sims 4 recently. Florwal was like, don't worry, I absolutely have you. Orishiro, Ken and Karen met in their 30s when they were both visiting their families in Japan. They kept in touch and Karen eventually moved to Portsim to be with Ken. They got married and opened the original Kenora Sushi, which used to be just a hole-in-the-wall spot in Simside Plaza. They have 2 kids, Logan and Sion. Logan recently moved back in with his parents because he ran out of money after quitting his high-paying IT job. Do whatever makes you happy, bro. I absolutely love how realistic this town looks. The notorious street gang, they're responsible for most of the crime in Portsim. Loco is their leader, but Tiara is the one really running shit. County Street is their territory, and they use the Blue Store as a money laundering front. They don't really live at the burned down house. They live in an undisclosed house near County Street. We've got a cafe, a music venue, and studios, herbs, outfitters, and sushi. Absolutely incredible. And then theater, vet, and library. So we kind of have these like multi-functional lots. It looks like a real world. You know what I mean? Like the details that have gone into it make it seem much less cartoony than The Sims 4 usually looks. I love making a recording studio in The Sims 4. It's one of my favorite things. It's why I wish we had bands and just like a better music system in general, because this is legit like one of my favorite things to build and to see like actually within the game. Damn, you got literally everything you need in this build. And like, look at that. Like even this, like this is a build, but it looks kind of like a shell because of the details. This whole row of shops just looks so much better than The Sims 4, I feel, has ever looked for me. Not many Sims like living here, but there are homes for you to move into if you want. And then Newcrest is also completely decked out. Court Street Block, which is a cafe, and then also looks like it has a little church on the side of it. We got a gym and an ice cream parlor. Main Street Shops, which is thrift and a bubble tea store. This one's kind of blown me away a little bit. And last but certainly not least, we have Simdaisies World, the Save File. All of my builds, almost every lot from Willow Creek through to Evergreen Harbor, so that's Eco Lifestyle, have been replaced with my builds. Some of those builds I've already shared here, though I may have updated them slightly to add new build tools. So this is actually only made up of new builds. No new Sims households have been added. Households have been edited for hot and cold weather clothes. Simdaisies knew exactly what you lot wanted to see. So this is kind of just if you are like me and you don't really consider yourself a builder and you just want some really nice already pre-made lots that kind of switch it up from your typical save file. Not gonna lie, at this point in the video, kind of glad that Simdaisies actually doesn't come with new townies for me to get absolutely sucked into. Steamhouse Gym, Cardox Cafe, the Sushi House, and Princess Cordelia Museum. I want to check out a museum. I feel like museums are my most hated building in The Sims 4. I just think they're useless. I feel like there's not ever anything going on. All you can do is just like stand around and like view things. I just don't think they are necessary in the game. I mean, this one is stunning. Physically got so much stuff and like actually looks like it's set up to kind of show off real life museum vibes, you know, like it kind of has its own displays and a little plaques that tell you about things. So definitely more realistic than the ones that we have in the game. I love the way that this has been set up. Again, still probably not going to be like one of my favorites considering you can't really use any of these items, but definitely, oh, and then they've got the dollhouse up here and like a kid's activity and of course, tragic clown. You know what? 10 out of 10. If you slap a tragic clown up on the wall, I'm going to support your business. RIP to the crane. They've kind of turned the bar into a train rather than just like the abandoned station vibes that it once had. Very fancy for Evergreen Harbor. Even though Simdaisies, I know, puts like so much attention to detail in, I do feel like all of the builders of these save files that we have checked out today have still made them playable, which is, in my opinion, the most important part. I feel like I haven't done enough justice to these save files. They were so in-depth, there was so much lore, there was so much detail. I have seriously been recording this video for well over 2 hours, and I feel like I could have put so much more like into it. I honestly may have to do some deep dives into these, or play some of them in videos and do like little one-off videos with them exploring the families, just because I think that could be so much fun. The attention to detail is just absolutely astounding. Let me know what your favorites were down below. Let me know if there are any that you think I should check out in the future. Like I said, I took these ones from the comments of last year's video, so if you haven't watched that, I will also like link it up here. I'll also link it down in the description. Big thank you to all of the simmers who have created these incredible save files. The brain work it takes to link all of those things together and have it all make sense lore-wise and things like that. So I very much appreciate the hard work that has gone into all of these. Honestly, making me feel lazy about my own save file, but I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me know if you download any of these saves, and if you do, what families are you going to be playing? What drama have you got these sims up to? I love it when you lot spill all of the tea about your current playthroughs down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.